But something has taken place that needs to be given a second look. And it's the Francis Scott Key Bridge that has gone down in Maryland. And the reason why this is significant is that, go ahead and tell the story real quick about Francis Scott Keys.
Well, yeah. So Francis Scott Key, he wrote what we would know as our national anthem, originally a poem called "The Defense of Fort McHenry," and he wrote it because he went over. Actually went over onto one of the British ships, and ended up while he was over there. I think he went there for a negotiation, a
Yeah, okay.
peace treaty,
So the
something like that.
story is,
Well, I know what happened afterwards. So
all right, so
go
the
ahead.
story is they were going to be negotiating the exchange of British soldiers for American soldiers, and this is going to be like September 11th, 9/11, 8/14. They were going to be doing the negotiations. But the British Admiralty said the negotiations are a moot point because you guys are going to be surrendering anyway. We've been just given the order to bombard the stronghold of Fort McHenry. And suddenly on the horizon were like 100 ships, all with their cannons getting dialed in on taking out the fort. And what they said is all you've got to do is lower your dang American flag in submission, and that will be the sign of your surrender of Fort McHenry. And then we won't be negotiating any longer. You guys will be surrendered, and we'll do the exchange then. So Francis Scott Key, as an attorney, is at the location where the ship from Singapore hits the bridge. The significance of this is the bridge is dedicated to the national anthem author. This is a symbol, in my opinion, of the United States. And that this song that became the national anthem in 1931, "Oh Say Can You See by the Dawn's Early Light," is because what Keyes was doing was he was on board the ship that had the American prisoners under English supervision. And as the bombardment starts and it goes on into the night, he's reporting back to them below, well, did they lower the flag? And he says, no, this is why you hear the lyrics of, the rockets' red glare and bombs bursting in air. The red glare of the rockets exploding showed whether or not the flag had gone down. Now, they had so pulverized the fort that to their horror the next day, they realized that, of course, the flagpole was knocked down because the bombardment was so ruthless. But the patriots that were there, having gone through the colonial war and then Britain coming back for almost a phase two redo of their loss. We don't understand. Britain came back they went to Washington. They came back to the United States because of, they didn't like our support of France with their conflict with France and Napoleon. So they were going to exact vengeance on the colony that rebelled. Now they're back in strength. What they noticed in the morning was that the flag was held up by patriots in the fort who would go and pick up the flag and hold it up until they were shot down. Then another one took it. And so you see a pile of human beings beneath the flag. So the flagpole is busted and the flag is still held up on a pole, but it was stationed in the midst of the bodies that went down dead.
I never heard that.
Yeah, that's the part of the story that you don't hear. You keep thinking that the flag is still there, and the next day the flagpole was knocked down. Patriots were holding up the flag.